coming. Yeah, we keep it coming, so it's spiral. Oh yeah, we keep it coming. Yeah, keep it coming, so it's spiral. And I know I'm gonna keep it 100. So grateful for the life I live. Grateful for the fishes I see. So grateful for the love I'm receiving. Nobody only do only for man a brief. No need to stress. No need to stress. Oh no need to stress no more. As me I sit in the silence. Let me expand my mind though.
Hi, today I wanted to make a video based on something that came to mind today during a meeting at work because some of you know who follow me that I work for Year of Return, and there are discussions about so many people who are going to be coming into Ghana over the next few weeks through December. I mean, people are coming all year, which is leading to more growth in people coming to Ghana overall. So there's a lot of things that people who've never traveled don't think about, or people who haven't traveled to a developing country don't think about. So this is going to be a simple video. I'm sitting in the back of a rideshare, which is a Bolt. It used to be called Taxify. For those who aren't familiar with that brand, it's the same type of service as Uber. So it's a rainy day. I left the office, and now I thought I would go through some of these things that people should think about, what to pack when you are planning your trip to Ghana. For those of you who've never ever traveled before, those who haven't traveled to a developing country, and you're not sure some of the things you should bring that maybe is not the top of your mind. So the first thing that I'll say is for those who live in countries that use different voltage, I mean, those coming from the UK, it's no big deal because it's the same voltage. I'm trying to see if I can find my plug here to show, but there's travel adapter plugs that you can buy. I can't seem to find one in my bag right now. I normally have it. There's travel adapter plugs that you can get to put your plugs in to make sure that your electronics work when you come, when you want to charge your phone, charge anything. If you have a blow dryer, sorry, I'm trying to find it and I can't find it because this video is impromptu. Anyway, so yeah, the first thing, you should make sure that you have one. They do sell them at the airport if for some reason you forget to buy one before you leave, before you pack. The other thing that's good to bring is tissues. You know those travel tissues that you can put in your purse, you can put in your pocket, so that you have tissues with you all the time, because oftentimes you may need some and there's not any around where you're going. Sometimes you go to restaurants and you order food and they give you one tissue, even though a lot of Ghanaian food can be quite greasy and can be a little bit messy. So it's a good idea to have tissues with you in case you need them if you're doing like takeout food. So carry tissues with you. Also, if you need to use tissues for the washroom, because there's a tendency for the toilet paper to always run out when you go places, or there's none at all. Or for people living in places like Canada, US, where you're used to just going into any washroom anywhere and they're just toilet paper. Some places you actually have to pay to use the toilet. Yes, 80 pesos or 1 cedi to use the toilet, and then you pay extra if you want tissue. So someone will tear out some tissue to give to you to use. Me personally, I don't want someone's hands touching tissue that I'm going to put on my private parts. So I would rather bring my own tissue. So you can carry tissue in your purse. I know this sounds strange, but these are things that people don't know or don't think about. Even today, I have this in my bag. Isn't that funny? I have this in my bag. I just bought it because I was going somewhere that I didn't think had any tissue. But if you find yourself somewhere and you need toilet tissue, in Ghana they call it tea roll, not toilet tissue. People call it tea roll. I was looking for some toilet paper once and nobody knew what I was talking about, so someone told me it was tea roll. Anyway, so that's number 2, tissues. The third thing, sanitizer. You can buy hand sanitizer here everywhere you go in the stores and everything. But if you want to bring some of your own pocket size, put in your purse, carry your hand sanitizer in case you're somewhere that you can't wash your hands. It gets very, very hot certain times of the year, especially in the months of December when a lot of people are traveling here. So I have a tendency to carry a face towel or a handkerchief that I can use to like dab the sweat off my face or off my neck if I'm sweating profusely, which happens to me quite often when it's super, super hot. A hat to give yourself some shade. It's very important. If you know, sometimes there's days when I'm standing outside and I'm feeling so hot that I have to buy one. I did that last week in Elmina. We were at the where the fishermen are, and it was so hot, the sun was so direct, that I bought a hat from a lady walking by so that I can shield myself from the heat. The next thing is sunblock. Carry sunblock with you. Protect your skin from the UV rays, because the sun can be quite intense, especially in the northern region. The northern region in Ghana is a lot more hot than in the south, although you still will feel the extreme heat of the sun, because Ghana is relatively close to the equator, so you do feel the heat. If you're not used to such a tropical climate, it's a good idea if you're a person whose skin gets burnt or irritated or anything from the intense sun. Although if you have darker skin, you naturally have melanin protecting you from the sun, it's still a good idea for you to have that added layer of protection of sunblock. A power bank, oh my goodness. Always have a power bank with you. A friend of mine recently came and ran out of power on her phone, and she was looking for a place to plug, and she couldn't find a place to plug, because there's a lot of places that don't have a lot of outlets. So even if you go somewhere, you can't rely on saying that I'm just going to plug my phone in. So I say always carry your power bank with you, make sure it's fully charged. Also carry your charger with you too. It's a good idea to carry your charger with you. So if you do have a place you can plug in, you can certainly plug it in. But having the power bank is your best bet if you don't want to carry your plug itself around. So those are things that a lot of people don't think about when they're traveling, that I think is very, very important for you to pack in your things before you make that journey to Ghana. I'm going to do another video. That one will be on some of the tips to consider when you are booking your travel coming to Ghana. So this one was just a quick one just to give you those 7 things. I'll go over it again. Having an adapter plug, having tissues, your sanitizer, face towel or handkerchief, a hat for some shade, your sunblock, and a power bank. You don't know how much a power bank will save you. Because the other thing to think about too is sometimes with the extreme heat, if you're not a person coming from an already tropical climate, sometimes the phones get really hot, because sometimes I get a message on my phone that says that the battery is too hot and I can't take photos, or the battery's too hot and then it shuts itself down until it cools itself off. So that is something that can happen too. So it's really important that keep that in mind. So yeah, those are my tips for you if you are coming to Ghana. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Ivy Prosper. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, we keep it coming. Yeah, we keep it coming to the spiral. Oh yeah, we keep it coming. Yeah, we keep it coming to the spiral. And I know I'm gonna keep it 100. So grateful for the life I live, grateful for the fishes I see. I'm so grateful